EA-18G Growler. The EA-18G Growler is the U.S. Navy's most advanced electronic attack aircraft flying today. This beast is based on the F/A-18 Super Hornet, but it's been transformed into a flying electronic warfare platform. The Growler's primary mission is to jam enemy radar systems and disrupt their communications before they even know what hit them. It carries sophisticated jamming pods under its wings that can scramble radar signals across multiple frequencies simultaneously. When strike aircraft head into hostile territory, the Growler flies alongside them, creating an invisible shield of electronic interference. Enemy air defense systems suddenly go blind. Their radar screens fill with noise and false targets. The Growler can also launch anti-radiation missiles that home in on enemy radar emissions, destroying the source permanently. Boeing delivered the first operational Growler to the Navy in 2009, and it has been the backbone of naval electronic warfare ever since. What makes it unique is its speed and agility despite being a dedicated electronic attack platform. To make room for the internal electronic warfare suite, the internal cannon was removed and replaced with advanced receiver systems. The Growler carries AIM-120 missiles for self-defense, but it's not a traditional fighter. It's a specialized electronic attack aircraft that happens to have the speed and maneuverability of a fighter airframe. EA-6B Prowler. The EA-6B Prowler is a legendary name in electronic warfare history. This aircraft served the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps for over 4 decades, from the 1970s all the way until 2019. The Prowler was a 4-seat twin-engine aircraft specifically designed for one purpose: to suppress enemy air defenses. During the Vietnam War, the Prowler proved its worth by jamming North Vietnamese radar systems and surface-to-air missile guidance. It flew into some of the most heavily defended airspace on the planet and came back home. In Operation Desert Storm, Prowlers jammed Iraqi air defense networks so effectively that coalition aircraft could operate almost freely. The aircraft carried up to 5 jamming pods, each targeting different radar frequencies. This allowed it to create a massive electronic umbrella protecting entire strike packages of friendly aircraft. The Prowler also pioneered the use of HARM missiles, anti-radiation weapons that track and destroy radar installations. Its retirement in 2019 marked the end of an era, but its legacy lives on in the capabilities it helped develop. EC-130 Compass Call. The EC-130 Compass Call is the U.S. Air Force's specialized communications jammer. This aircraft doesn't target radar systems. Instead, it goes after something even more critical: enemy command and control networks. Based on the C-130 Hercules transport aircraft, the Compass Call is packed with powerful electronic warfare equipment. It can jam radio frequencies, disrupt data links, and prevent enemy forces from communicating with each other. Imagine a battlefield where enemy commanders can't talk to their troops. Orders don't get through. Coordination collapses. That's what the Compass Call creates. During operations in Iraq and Afghanistan, these aircraft orbited at safe distances while their systems reached deep into enemy territory. They disrupted insurgent communications and prevented coordinated attacks. The Compass Call carries a crew of 13 specialists who operate the sophisticated jamming systems on board. These crews analyze enemy communications in real time and deploy targeted jamming to create maximum confusion. The aircraft has been continuously upgraded since it first entered service in 1982. However, the Air Force is now actively retiring the EC-130H fleet. The Compass Call mission is transitioning to the EA-37B based on a Gulfstream G550 business jet. This new platform flies faster and higher, allowing it to survive against modern air defenses that would threaten the slower C-130. EF-111A Raven. The EF-111A Raven was the Air Force's answer to the Navy's Prowler. This aircraft took the F-111 fighter bomber and converted it into a dedicated electronic warfare platform. The Raven became famous during Operation Desert Storm in 1991. It flew into Iraqi airspace on the first night of the war, jamming enemy radar systems and opening corridors for strike aircraft. The Raven's jamming power was phenomenal. Its systems could shut down entire air defense networks across huge areas. Iraqi operators reported their screens going completely white with interference whenever Ravens were in the area. The Raven had speed advantages over the subsonic Prowler. While the base F-111 was capable of Mach 2+ speeds, the EF-111A carried a massive 16-foot-long radome under the belly and a heavy antenna on the tail. These modifications created immense drag. The Raven could break the sound barrier, but doing so with a full jamming load was rarely done during missions. The aircraft carried a crew of 2, a pilot and an electronic warfare officer who managed the jamming systems. Despite its success, the Raven was retired in 1998 due to high maintenance costs and aging airframes. The Air Force decided to rely on Navy Prowlers for electronic warfare support rather than maintain a separate fleet. But pilots and electronic warfare officers who flew the Raven still speak of it with respect and nostalgia. Tornado ECR. The Tornado ECR is Europe's dedicated electronic combat and reconnaissance aircraft. ECR stands for Electronic Combat and Reconnaissance, and that's exactly what it does. Operated primarily by Germany and Italy, the Tornado ECR is designed for SEAD missions. SEAD means Suppression of Enemy Air Defenses, the dangerous job of taking out radar sites and missile systems. The Tornado ECR is equipped with advanced sensors that detect radar emissions from enemy air defense systems. Once a threat is identified, the aircraft can launch harm anti-radiation missiles to destroy it. The aircraft also carries electronic jamming equipment to protect itself and nearby friendly aircraft. What makes the Tornado ECR different from other electronic warfare platforms is its focus on reconnaissance. It doesn't just jam or destroy enemy systems, it collects detailed intelligence on their locations, frequencies, and capabilities. This information is vital for planning future operations and understanding enemy defenses. The Tornado ECR has participated in NATO operations over the Balkans and various training exercises across Europe. Germany is currently working to keep its ECR fleet operational while preparing for replacement. The Luftwaffe has committed to replacing the Tornado ECR with the Eurofighter EK and has ordered EA-18G Growlers to bridge the capability gap. These aircraft remain critical because Germany currently has no other CD alternative. Italy continues to operate these aircraft as well. The Tornado ECR represents European capability in a domain often dominated by American platforms. J-16D. The J-16D is China's modern answer to the EA-18G Growler. This aircraft represents China's serious investment in electronic warfare capabilities. Based on the J-16 fighter, the J-16D is a dedicated electronic attack variant with significant modifications. The most visible change is the removal of the internal cannon, replaced with advanced electronic warfare equipment. The J-16D carries specialized jamming pods under its wings and fuselage. These pods can target radar systems, disrupt communications, and deploy electronic countermeasures. China has been secretive about the exact capabilities of the J-16D, but analysis suggests it's highly capable. The aircraft made its official public debut at the Zhuhai Air Show in 2021, though grainy photos had leaked earlier. Western analysts believe the J-16D can perform escort jamming, standoff jamming, and SEAD missions. It likely carries anti-radiation missiles similar to American HARMs. The development of the J-16D signals China's recognition that modern air warfare isn't just about fighters and bombs. Electronic dominance is equally important. In any potential conflict over Taiwan or in the South China Sea, the J-16D would play a critical role. It would attempt to blind and confuse opposing air defense systems while Chinese strike aircraft attack their targets. The J-16D represents the global spread of advanced electronic warfare capabilities beyond traditional Western powers. Thanks for watching. If you found this video interesting, then be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this.